So after my keto cheat day, like I said yesterday and the day before, I decided not to track my macros yesterday, but I was still going to eat keto, which I did. I had a little bit of Powerade, maybe like an ounce, because I was really thirsty and I didn't have any water, so I did drink some Powerade yesterday, and I binged a little bit. This morning I weighed myself. I gained a pound, but it's not the end of the world. It was my choice, and you know, a pound isn't that bad. A pound I can deal with. Today I'm back on keto. I had a turkey club wrap this morning because they were so good yesterday. Today we have a picnic to go to, so I may or may not eat something there depending on what they have. But we'll see. I do feel a little swollen this morning. I don't know if it's from walking around or from, you know, not eating within my calorie limit yesterday or what, but I noticed my hand here is just a little bit swollen. My ring's not coming off very well. So we'll see how that goes throughout the day. Before I left yesterday, I did take a vitamin and I drank some Natural Calm, which was good. I felt good.
I got a blanket so that we can snuggle.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah. I've noticed the last week or so, and this could be related to the keto, it could not.
Look, I got a blanket hand.
Yeah. Confused and clumsy. It's not, and it also could just be related to the fact that I have small children and I don't sleep well. Hi.
Can I
know that
snuggle
it can
you?
be.
Can I snuggle
Yes. It can be related to keto.
I have a blanket for you and me.
But
I have a blanket
it also,
for you and
again, could just be that
I'm
I have
making
small kids and I don't sleep well.
High.
Okay.
I'll make us high.
Give me 1 minute. But I'm gonna look into that today. I've got a lot of housework to do. And I'll check in later.
Mommy.
So I was over here making dinner, and I would talk a little bit about some of the reactions that I've gotten when I tell people that I'm eating keto. When I first started, I'm friends with another girl who had her baby about 2 weeks after mine. And I was telling her about how I'm doing this keto diet, and it's a little bit weird going to the store and buying all this fatty stuff. She's like, yeah, it seems like it's really counterintuitive. And when you read about keto and when you talk about keto, it does seem that way. You know, it focuses on eating fat and how you're supposed to eat so much fat and blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, but, you know, I look at my meals now and they actually, even conventionally, look really healthy. Like this afternoon, I had a salad for lunch. And if you look at any keto meal plan, they recommend eating salad for lunch. It seems, it's just like weird thinking that way. You're replacing all of these carbs that you were eating. Oops, there I go, spilling chicken juice on the floor. You're replacing all those carbs that you were eating with fats and healthy fats and things that are actually going to keep you full. If you focus a lot on protein and eating carbs, getting all of your carbs in for the day, you have a tendency of getting hungry. Whereas if you focus on eating fats and getting enough protein and not eating carbs, or not eating so many carbs, you're full. Fat keeps you full. And yes, you're burning it at the same time, but it's keeping you full. And carbs don't do that because they burn up so quickly, and your body doesn't have that time to adjust to burning off the fat without making you hungrier than you already were from burning off all of your carbs. So that's my 2 cents on that. The other thing that I was thinking about was, and I keep trying to post this video, but for some reason it's not uploading to YouTube, or maybe it is and I just haven't seen it yet. Breastfeeding, doing keto. It actually hasn't changed anything. I know I've only been doing this about a week, but you know, I don't think keto has really affected it, except it's made my milk a little bit richer. My son is not hungry, more than a 2-month-old should be. My breasts don't feel as full, but I think that's because some of the fat is coming off of them, which is perfectly fine. They still have plenty of milk in them. If I do feel like I'm losing some milk, I drink some water and it's right back to where it should be. So if you're worried about doing keto and breastfeeding, just focus on getting your calories in, staying hydrated, and you should be totally fine. But that's just my experience up to this point. I'm not an expert and I haven't been doing it very long. So I'll keep you updated on that. But so far, that seems to be the key, and that seems to be what I've found that other keto breastfeeding moms are saying. It's really hard to find resources on breastfeeding while you're eating keto, so I just thought I'd put another one out there. My experience so far is it's not a big deal as long as you stay hydrated and are eating your calories. Don't worry so much about cutting calories. Get them in. Feed yourself so you can feed your baby, and you will still lose the weight. So I'm going to sign off. I just had a quick comment to make.
I tell Mama.
Okay, we'll send her a video in a minute.
Why not?
So today started out okay,
Owl.
but then it kind of took a turn. Like most people, I suffer from a bit of depression and anxiety, and I have for most of my life, which is kind of how I got to where I am with my weight.
My fan in your room so that can't
Alright,
be
go sit
hot.
with Brother for a minute and I'll be right there. And as a stay-at-home parent,
Mom, I'm gonna push a button to make the air come out of the
Yeah. It comes on at pretty regular intervals for me. So I can start the day with all kinds of hope and plans, and it turns and I deal with it by stress eating. I managed to keep it. I didn't go for the jelly beans this time, but you know, I had a second helping at dinner, and yes, oh sorry, and I had a giant salad for lunch. Obviously, I am not dressed or showered today, and we did not go to the picnic. So not a lot happened today because
look, this is my sock. This is my sock.
Between taking care of my kids and trying to motivate myself,
This is my
I
sock for when
didn't
I'm
keep
older
things
and
together.
little.
So, but tomorrow is a new day. I'm gonna track my food tonight to make it easier for myself tomorrow.
My sock
And
for when I
hopefully
was old
things won't be so hard after a good
smaller.
night's sleep.
See, this is my sock.
But I guess the takeaway is
This
just
is my sock.
things get hard.
This is
but
my sock.
We still
I'm
have
behind
to
my foot.
try again. I know that sounds cliche, but it's not the end of the world, I guess, is the point. It may seem like it. I felt like it a bit today, looking at the mess that's become of my house between having a baby and hurting my arm
This is my
to the point where
sock.
I wasn't actually able to move it for a few days.
This is my sock.
I definitely felt a little bit hopeless, but
Mom,
but it's
pressing
not.
the button to make air come out.
And it's going to be okay. And I hope that everybody can remember that when they have a day like today. Being a stay-at-home parent is hard. Working is hard. Having your husband work 2 jobs is hard. Working 2 jobs is hard. There's no life that isn't hard. And it's just how we react to it and react to our own spills and mistakes that keep life from getting even harder.
Mom, you help this button get back up.
And it's time to go put kids to bed. So,
Mom,
have a good night, everyone. Keto on, and I'll see you again tomorrow.